Good morning, everyone. Bill here on a very crisp and cold Minnesota winter. In fact, the cold is the reason for this video. I did several videos on our EXO Blackhawk 3 drone this last summer, so you may be wondering why I'm doing a video on the Holy Stone drone. Well, as soon as the temperatures dropped below freezing, the EXO drone's gimbal went into protection mode. This causes a loss of control of the camera, and worse, it can potentially damage the gimbal. After some research, it turns out that drone is not supposed to be flown in temperatures below 32 degrees. So, rather than risk damage to a very expensive drone, I decided to try this Holy Stone drone during the winter. Now, be clear, this drone is not designed to fly in temperatures like today either. However, it's much less expensive, so when I want to get some quick pictures or video of winter scenery around the farm, the worst that can happen is I damage a cheaper drone that won't break the bank, and at that point, have no complaints to Holy Stone. With that said, be aware, this video will not be a tutorial on how to operate the Holy Stone drone. I will simply be giving you my first impressions of this drone and showing how it worked in cold temperatures. Today was a perfect trial. It's only 5 degrees outside, and we have a below-zero wind chill. Folks, once again, if you decide to fly your drone in such cold, do so at your own risk. Okay, let's get the drone calibrated and up in the air. Just to show you how cold it is, check out the message that came up on my phone before I even started the compass calibration. As with any drone, we'll calibrate the compass first. Note, I don't have an SD card in this drone yet, so we'll take the video directly off my phone. Also, once again, this isn't an operational tutorial, so if you're looking for a video showing you how to set up the drone, reply in the comments and let me know. I'll put one together. After the calibration, this drone needs to have the motors unlocked before takeoff. I did like the fact that this message came up and gave me the option to unlock them.
Fly.
Okay, let's get in the air. Keep an eye right here. I want you to notice the battery while flying in such cold weather. This is why it is recommended not to fly like I'm doing now. The first thing you will notice is the shaky video. Remember, this is not a highline drone. This drone was purposely purchased without a gimbal, and it's the gimbal that keeps the video stable. Also, remember, I'm flying in very cold temperatures on a windy day. So, with that in mind, I'm pleased so far. I'm also pleased to see I can still control the up and down movement of my camera.
Limited.
Here is where I found the drone is set to beginner's mode from the factory. This limits the altitude and distance I can fly. This was an easy fix.
Distance limited. Distance limited. Distance limited. Distance limited. Distance limited.
Now I can fly again. I noticed right away, when turning the drone, it is very sensitive and tended to overturn. However, once again, it is extremely cold. I'm pleased with the video it is taking, and it is handling the wind very well for such a light and small drone. Are you still watching the battery? I probably should have turned about and landed right here, however I pushed it a little more. I did, however, turn it toward the other side of the farm so I can circle back quickly if needed. And to be clear, it was needed. Once again, you can see it overcorrects when turning, and the video is shaky. However, neither of these things surprised or concerned me based on the price and conditions. It also hovered quite well under these conditions. I decided to turn it around and head back, and it turned out it's a good thing I did.
Return home.
I was pleased to see the automatic return home feature kicked in and worked as it should. However, the battery was dropping fast. I wouldn't recommend pushing it as far as I did. Thankfully, the drone successfully returned home and lowered itself exactly where it started from. I caught it as it came down, and it automatically powered down the motors. I got
Stop,
maybe 8 to
return
10
home.
minutes of flight time from a fully charged battery. The drone worked as I expected, and when it warmed up, the battery returned to 75% charge. So clearly, the battery did not like the cold. So my first impression, this is a good buy for its price. It has a lot of high-line features, and the fact it handled the wind and cold means it will do what I bought it for. I'll keep you up to date on any issues that come up this winter. Until then, God bless, folks.